Hey guys, today I want to take you through 7 silver bullets to increase your fat loss. The first silver bullet today is increase your protein consumption. It is the most thermogenic macronutrient. Now this simply means that it requires the most amount of energy to break it down. Roughly 20 to 30% of the calories that are in protein is used up just to break it down because the molecular bonds are so strong. Now compare this to fats and carbohydrates that are only about 5%. It means you could just consume the same amount of calories of food, but increase your protein consumption and you're going to end up losing weight because more of the energy is lost breaking down the protein. A bonus thing is because it's so hard to break down, protein is also the most satiating macronutrient, which just means it keeps you fuller for longer because it sits in your stomach because it takes a long time to digest, which is great for fat loss when you're trying to reduce the amount of foods you're eating. Number 2 is fill up with fiber. Fiber is either undigestible or very difficult to digest, which means it's very hard to get the calories from the foods that contain high amounts of fiber. This is why I call them foods volume foods. This makes them perfect as fat loss foods as you consume a very large amount of them to fill you up with not many calories. I'll link an article below that takes you through some examples of the best choices. The third one is simply downsize all your options. If you're not willing to track your foods or you don't want to go to too much effort, just pick a smaller bowl and a smaller plate. This means that every time you load up your plate with food, because your serving size is smaller, you're consuming less food and less calories. It's one of the simplest steps you can take that's a no-brainer in how to reduce the amount of food you're eating. Number 4 is never ever drink your calories. Switch to the low calorie or artificially sweetened options of all of the choices you have there. If you're worried about artificial sweeteners, I'll link a video that shows you that they're nothing to be worried about. But the key here is drinking calories just means they digest really quickly, they don't keep you full, and they're generally just sugar in them. Even things that you think are healthy, such as orange juice, is pretty much just 25 grams of sugar with a multivitamin in them. So don't consume any liquids with the exception of protein shakes if you need to get that to ensure you're retaining muscle mass while you're dieting. Hydration. I'm sure you've heard it all the time, the benefits of making sure you're adequately hydrated. Just think of it this way. It's the one macronutrient that if you don't consume every day, you die. So it's obviously very important to bodily functions. I'm not going to list them all here. Just make sure you're getting a minimum of 2 liters every day, more ideally 3 to 4. If this is tough for you, buy yourself a big 1.25 liter, 2 liter bottle, take it with you to work, and don't let yourself leave work without finishing it. Sit it on your desk to make sure you realize you're not drinking enough water. Number 6 is just eat more mindfully. A lot of times when we're consuming foods, we don't even realize that we're eating them. We're too busy focusing on other things. When you're eating, make sure you sit down at a table, eat mindfully, and be aware you're consuming food. Actually chew each mouthful and don't do other things while you're doing it. When you're eating distracted while doing work, watching TV, watching YouTube, scrolling through Facebook, you're not even consciously aware that you're eating. And this means that your brain, a lot of the time, isn't even taking in that it's consuming foods. And before you know it, happens to me, a snack of a few chips turned into the whole bag because you look down and it's disappeared. So make sure you're eating mindfully to avoid these kind of catastrophes of consuming whole bags of chips without even noticing. Now number 7, this one is the biggest, but a lot of people still aren't willing to do it, and it's simply just tracking your calories and macronutrients. If you track them, you know exactly what you're eating every day, and you simply have to hit a number target. When you're eating healthy or clean, you know, there's too much clean food, there's too little clean food. If you have to eat a specific amount of food in numbers, you hit that goal, you know you're losing weight, you know you're doing the right thing. It may seem like a tedious effort, but I guarantee you, if you start tracking your macros and calories, you will lose weight effortlessly. Every single one of my clients do, and they wish they had done it for years before once they get the hang of it. I've done plenty of videos on these guys, so make sure you just go through my other videos on YouTube, or I'll link to them here or here, so you can make sure you get all those tips and learn how to track your calories and lose fat effortlessly. So that's my 7 silver bullets for fat loss. I've also done this as an article, which I'll link below if you want the details and go through it in text format and go through everything that I went through in this video. I hope it's really helpful. I'd love your feedback, so make sure to make a comment below what kind of content you want to see, what you thought of this video, because I want to serve you guys. And as always, if you like or share this video, it's a great help to me in me sharing my message out there, and subscribe to my channel so you get all the new videos as soon as I post them. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.